I'm half and half with this series so far, after watching the first 2 episodes. No pun intended, FYI, for the half and half reference that was in this episode. But, I gotta say, the start of Fuuka is very off-putting. Like, it made me to the point when I first started the episode, I wanted to just stop watching right then and there. I want to be straight up. Because it gave the wrong impression of the character Fuuka. I thought she was going to be the traditional tsundere that was just going to be annoying, slap the character, which she did do that. She slapped the character, she was annoying, and it was just the standard start you would see from like a harem series. And I'm like, okay, this doesn't try to be original at all. And the series continued onward, and eventually, after that entire first scene, Fuuka chilled the fuck out. Like, she kind of leveled out, and she became a little bit different, a little bit bubbly and weird, but overall, she wasn't like she was in the first 2 minutes of the episode, which I do not know why there's just such a huge difference between the start of the series to the later part of the first episode in the second episode. Now, I'm still not saying it was the best thing I've ever seen. I'm just saying, however, that just the way there's such a big difference between the atmosphere that the series gives off from the first 2 minutes to the rest of the, the 2 episodes. It's just like, what? Like what were they thinking? But anyways, okay, so Fuuka is a series I have heard off and on for a while now, that many have told me I need to read. It's a series that I need to read. It's a manga that many have told me, hey, Chibi, you need to read this manga. You need to read it. It's a good manga. You need to read it. This is what I've been told many times by fans of the series. Now, personally, I have not yet to read the manga. I have not. And honestly, I'm going to watch the anime to see how I actually feel about the series and see if I do want to read the manga. Now, the first 2 episodes came out, and I'm going to be honest, like I said earlier on at the beginning of this video, I'm half and half with it. Like, I'm on the fence right now. I don't know if I truly like this, series, or if I hate this series. Because right now, the start of it it's a okay start. I don't want to say it's an amazing start or a horrible start, but it's an okay start to where I want to see where the next episode goes. I want to see that, but the way it's setting up, it doesn't seem anything different from what I've seen from other series, especially with the way the romance is going. I mean, we already have a love triangle going on. I mean, we already see that. We see a bunch of fan service throughout the episode with how the sisters, the whole point of the sisters, the characters, like the sister characters, their whole point of the series is just to be fan service. I mean, they were shown like 2 or 3 times just for fan service, and so I'm like, okay, so there's really no point to these sister characters at all. They're just there for fan service to sell them BDs, DVDs, and stuff. So I'm like, okay, so I shouldn't expect good characterization from them. Now, besides that, however, we also have the stuff with the love triangle. We have it to where there's a childhood friend, you have it to where they eventually became very big, they became an idol, they started to make music, and while, the main male character, he's someone that, became gloomy, and he constantly posts on Twitter all the time, and he doesn't have anything really good going for him, like, how his, childhood friend does right now. Well, his childhood friend, her whole inspiration of what she's doing right now is thanks to her childhood friend, which is the main male character, and she still loves him to this very day. She has a crush on him, she loves him, and you see it throughout the, the first 2 episodes, that she does love him. She actually really cares for him, and she wants to be with him. Obviously, the main male character, he doesn't really realize this. He's, doesn't really catch on that she does have a crush, she does love him, which is the typical stuff you would kind of see in romance. However, the stuff going on in this episode, we already see that the main male character is probably going to start developing feelings for Fuuka because of how the first episode was, centered on her, but also how the series title is called Fuuka, and we know automatically that this love triangle that's going on between, the idol girl and now Fuuka and then the main male character, we know that Fuuka's probably going to win. I mean, that's the common knowledge that we see from anime. Any anime or manga that is titled after a character, usually they're the one to win if it's a romance series. That's just common sense, it is. And so, the love triangle right now, it's very predictable of who's going to win, regardless, even though majority of childhood friends don't usually win. But the point stands is that the start, it's nothing amazing. It's nothing that really makes me just want to just continue watching the series, go to the manga right now, and see what's going to happen next. So far, it has not done something like that that really gets my attention. However, I'm not saying this series is bad. I'm just saying right now it has done nothing noteworthy to where I want to see what will possibly happen for 5 episodes down the road. Now, as I said, I do want to see the next episode because, 3-episode rule, but I don't know if I will continue watching it after that just because of how the first 2 episodes were orientated. I mean, right now the characters, they don't seem to be anything special. I mean, the main male character, he seems to be very standard. He doesn't seem to have anything really amazing going for him. The only little trait I like about his character is how he goes on Twitter and he constantly talks on social media while he's very antisocial kind of in real life. He doesn't really talk much, and so I kind of like that. I like that little trait, but it's not enough for me to really say he has good characterization or something that I really like about his character, like he's an amazing character. So far, main male character, he doesn't really stand out as anything really spectacular. The female characters, Fuuka, she's bubbly, she's weird, she's interesting, but like I already said though, she is still nothing too spectacular. I mean, I like the design, I like the blue hair and all that, but some of the traits that they showed with her character towards the beginning, it's like, why would they show traits like that with her character of how she was acting like a tsundere, but then they turn her character like that in, episode 2 and 1. I mean, she's going on a date, she's wanting to watch a movie with this guy, and I'm like, what the hell is going on here? So, I mean, the overall, I guess, characters, the introduction of the characters, I don't know, I'm not the biggest fan. I'm really not. Now, the idol girl, okay, the other main female character, I do kind of like her. Once again, though, I do want to state there's nothing spectacular with her, but I do like her over all the other characters so far, because, I mean, I do like how kind of open she is about her love. Like, you see to where she does care about her childhood friend, how it inspires her to do what she's doing right now, how she is an idol, how she's doing music, and why she's here right now is thanks to him, and she still loves him quite a bit, and I mean, why that constantly makes her drive to improve herself, and why she does music, and how her music had a tone to where it was very blue, how she was very sad when she was singing, because she hoped one day maybe the person she loves would hear her song and see her perform like she was always doing, and now that, he actually saw her song, like, turned the color of yellow. For instance, she was very happy, everybody felt this happiness, but yeah, I mean, I do like how open she is, kind of. Everybody realizes that she does care for someone, she does love them, but the main male character seems very, very, very fucking dense, because, I mean, you have Fuuka state in the episode, like, oh, this entire song is written for her love and all that. And for the main male character not to key in on that, I'm like, how stupid are you? Like, she made a song from her memories that's about this love she had with the person she's no longer with anymore. Like, this person she really cared about, she had a crush on. And he can't factor that in. He doesn't realize she loves him. But then, also another scene too, that the cringiest moment of the first 2 episodes. It was the cringiest moment was the scene that when Fuuka and the main male character, when they were going to go see the movie Half and Half, and they were, circling around the statue. I'm like, I know this is supposed to be funny. I know comedy is subjective, okay? I know it is. But, that was cringe. That was cringe. Like, when I saw these 2 characters just circling around the statue, it's like, I guess they're not here, and they circle around again, I'm like, oh, God. Like, yo, am I seeing this? So, I mean, Fuuka, it has a shaky start. It has a very, very shaky and bumpy start. I'm not going to say it is the best thing I have seen, and it's probably not going to be the best thing I've seen from 2017, or even from Winter of Anime 2017. But I will watch the next episode just to see where it goes. Maybe I will get entertained. Maybe I, will see something that really catches my interest from it, and I might want to see where it goes. But for now, though, I'm on the fence. So yeah, that's my first impressions of Fuuka. I know many might not like my personal thoughts on the episode, but that's just my honest opinion on it. I just wasn't a big fan of Fuuka. The start kind of put me off, and then the way the main character is just very dense to the, the childhood friends, love for him, to how, that statue scene was done, to, just some of the things of how the characters are just not very different from everything else I have seen. It's nothing that truly stands out. But I'll see where it goes. It comes down to how the story is written and all that if I continue to stick with it. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. How do you feel about Fuuka? Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? Let me know your honest thoughts in the comments below. I love you all so much. Please be safe. Chibi out.